What's up, y'all? Jay Spruce, movies, music, sports, and life. I just did a 15-minute video on this same topic, and somehow my brain just hit the delete button as I was attempting to upload it. So now, whether you believe me or not, that I just talked about this subject for 15 minutes, I'm gonna do it again. So I started off by saluting Aries Spears for two reasons. Number one, I saw you in person at the Milwaukee Comedy Improv in Brookfield, Wisconsin, and I personally was not expecting your show to be that good. I have seen 21 to 22 different artists, comedians at the Improv in Brookfield, Wisconsin. And out of the 22 I've seen, you were probably top 5, at worst top 6. You were very, very funny. So salute to that, first of all. Second thing, I remember you got into a fight with Corey Holcomb, who I do not like, because I noticed that Corey Holcomb only got smoked for other black people. Him, Tariq Nasheed, I'm peeping y'all. I'm up on top of y'all. The people who monetize the fact that they never come after white people. Jason Whitlock is another one. So Charleston White is another one. So even though you don't think of Corey Holcomb, Charleston White, and Tariq Nasheed as coons that are kissing, the white man's butt for brownie points, you are still as much of a coon per the definition created by the great Willie D. If your criticism of the black community is greater than your contribution, then you a coon. And even though I don't agree with the way that you behaved on Corey Holcomb's show and you got beat up for it by Zoe, to me it's just another excuse for Corey to continuously hate on another black entertainer, which it'd be different, Aries, if you was the only person he'd do that to, but that's all he ever does. But he started calling you gooey raccoon, and he was insulting you because of the dark rings under your eyes. So he first was just calling you raccoon, then he started calling you gooey raccoon. And you did something that I'm going to salute you for. This was so stand up. You asked the people on your YouTube channel, do any of y'all know what I have to do to get rid of the dark circles under my eyes? And I salute you because that's just straight up, that's manhood. For somebody to take a criticism and not even focus the energy on talking about Corey and what you don't like about Corey and pointing out his flaws. You take something that he said about you that's a flaw and you ask for help. And what can I say? But man, if you don't get Ice Cube name out your mouth, keep Ice Cube's name out your mouth. You about to turn me into Will Smith at the Grammys, man. Dude, do you know that Ice Cube is the greatest storyteller in the history of rap music? Have you, Aries Spears, have you ever listened to Once Upon a Time in the Projects? Yo, dun dun. I damn near had to wreck dun dun. She opened up the door. Who is it? It's Ice Cube come to pay a little visit to you. And what's up with them ninjas in the parking lot? She said, 'cause they get sparked a lot. Come on, dude. If you close your eyes and listen to Once Upon a Time in the Projects, you can picture every single thing that he said. And it don't matter. You don't have to be from South Central LA. I experienced that in Milwaukee before. Aries Spears, if you gonna keep it real with yourself, you experienced that in Brooklyn or Queens, wherever you from in New York, at least once. People in Philadelphia have experienced that. Ice Cube knocked it out the park with that song, and that album, America's Most Wanted, is one of the best debut rap albums of all time. Right up there with Snoop Doggy Style, right up there with 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. It is one of the greatest bodies of work. I don't care that he was in NWA. It's a lot of people, Phife Dawg's solo album didn't do that great. MJG from 8 Ball and MJG, his solo album didn't do that great. Quavo had all the buzz and momentum in the world, and his solo album flopped. I don't even think he put out another solo album after that. So I'm saying that to say it's not a guarantee that when you're in a group and you do a solo album that it's gonna be good, that it's gonna sell, that it's gonna be accepted. Q put out one of the greatest solo albums ever on his first time out. And then I'll take it a step further. There has been nobody in the history of rap music has ever put out a better sophomore solo album than Death Certificate, which is why it was on the thumbnail of this video. Ain't nobody ever put out a second, or as we would say, sophomore solo album than Death Certificate. Dude, you could play Death Certificate from beginning to end, and it's literally like a movie. Once again, just like Once Upon a Time in the Projects from America's Most Wanted, you could picture almost everything that he's saying on Death Certificate. When I'm telling you, Aries Spears, that Ice Cube is the greatest storyteller in the history of rap, I'm saying over Slick Rick and over Nas. And that's elite company, because those three are probably the three best. Ice Cube is better than both of them at that. Now, clearing them out made casualties, still had the LA mentality, busting a cap and out of there in a hurry. What do you know? A drive-by in Missouri. Dude, that is a musical artist putting oral history into a microphone. Because if you did not know, there did not used to be Crips and Bloods in Denver, Colorado. There were no Crips and Bloods in Harlem, New York. There were no Crips and Bloods in St. Louis, Missouri. That's why he said, what do you know? A drive-by in Missouri. Because he was chronicling the fact that his culture in South Central and California was just starting to spread out. And he put it on wax. So I'm going to keep this video under 10 minutes and just say, Aries Spears, watch your mouth, or even better, stop hating for 5 minutes and open up Ice Cube's catalog and actually listen. If you're going to talk about somebody being whack, you're probably not listening if you put Ice Cube in that same sentence.